Good afternoon. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Thursday, May 19th. We're looking at the charts here, the indices, and they look pretty bullish. Just going off the charts, we're looking here at the Dow 15-minute chart. You can see we've got downtrend resistance at the 12,650 area. We're looking at a possible golden cross on the 15-minute chart. That is when the 50-day crosses up through the 200-day moving average. Tends to be a bullish, tends to give about 150 points upside when it happens. We're also about to get a positive MACD cross on the 15-minute chart, and we've been up nicely over the last couple of days. Looking at the daily chart, you can see this bullish falling wedge. We closed right at the downtrend resistance line. So while everything looks bullish, why the hell am I feeling bearish right now? Probably has to do with so many stocks just acting like shit right now. This is a piker slash scalper market big time. If you've got a gain, you take it, because there is no rhyme, no reason to some of these big moves. Out of the blue, they go up big, and then just as quickly they fall down, which is part of the reason I've gone high cash right now. I'm sitting on big time cash, playing stocks intraday. And, thanks to a couple of disasters we've had over the last couple of days, just taking it really slow right now to get back into the groove and actually looking to short more stocks. In the chat room today we had OXGN. I'll pull that up later. We can go into it. Russell 2K, decent chart here as well. What the big driver, of course, in the market is the U.S. dollar. Started giving back some today, which has been helping the market. We had the Fed comments yesterday, also helped the market. We're just in no man's land right now, and I really do not trust this market. Doesn't mean I won't trade it intraday, but holding any sort of decent size overnight, at least for the near term, not something I want to do. The rally we've seen over the last couple of days, don't forget we've got options expiration tomorrow, and you recall what I said over the weekend. Typically, options expiration week, we see the market move counter to what the prevailing trend has been. So that's what we possibly have seen over the last couple of days. We'll get a better idea on the health of this market, I think, early next week. But let's look at some stock plays. GLUU just went bananas into the close. It got pumped on CNBC by Dan Niles, saying it's a better play than Linked. It's hard to argue with that. Mobile games market, but stock up 70 cents. So you know what that means. We're going to be looking really closely at the peers. COOL. These guys actually make money, unlike Glue, and they also do mobile games. This one, similar sort of downtrend that we've seen in Glue, but Glue, big move up today. What we've tend to see happen is follow through on the other stocks over the next day. Targets, a break of 3, could see a move back to that 20-day exponential up there at 318. And this is a stock that loves to bounce back to its 20-day, and we're 30, 40 cents under that level, so ripe for a bounce. MCZ, breakout on this one. We're probably looking at, like I said in the chat room today, 182 is the breakout. 193 would be buy level for a 211 target. Could see a nice little bounce back on this one tomorrow. And also we've got a positive MACD cross, likely to cross maybe tomorrow on a spike, more than likely on Tuesday. What has this downtrend in MCZ been all about? Shorts. For some reason we've had a short move into this stock. Over the last month, short interest has exploded, but we had a nice run on GLUU today, and we should see some follow through to the upside on COOL and MCZ tomorrow. Now, OXGN, this is one we call as a short, 495 today in the chat room. Target was 425, the 200-day moving average, and then the 20-day exponential down there at 360. If you're able to get short shares, 65-cent short move from the early morning call. Here's the 60-minute chart. Actually, right about here. This is where we call the short on the stock, and this is where I suggested covering, fat little gain. Another one we also called short was QPSA today. This was a short at 765. Targets down here at the 680 level, but a 50-cent drop, in such a short period of time, definitely one to book gains. So we're going to be shorting a hell of a lot more in this market going forward. Changed our strategy, as I mentioned in the NEI video. If you haven't watched that, please watch it. We're going back to basics again and, doing what has made us successful over the years that we've sort of abandoned over the last couple of weeks. Quick mention on WEBM. This one got hammered into the close. Should see a bounce back on this one tomorrow on the linked IPO. And, that's pretty much it. The only other stock we are keeping an eye on right now is LVLT for a $2 break. As I mentioned, I've gone high cash. Anything that is an old play, I've ditched it. Doesn't mean I won't rebuy it again, but, when you have a couple of trades like NEI, the best thing to do is flush the accounts, slap yourself on the face, learn your lessons, and then start from scratch again, which is what we're doing. So that is it for the video tonight. If you've got any questions, feel free to send me an email. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.